that he had on Derrick Henry in the Tennessee Titans game where he kind of announced his arrival. You watch the tape, Marcus Allen, a converted safety, making plays all over the place.
Let's check in with John Parry. What'd you see there, John?
Yeah, just remember, behind that line of scrimmage, even though they're on the run, in that passing posture, the head and neck area is protected. This should have been a flag for roughing the passer based on the right forearm into the head and neck area.
Well, those are the kinds of hits you're lucky to get up from as a quarterback.
Result of the play was a first down. Now they're going to shut it down. And Finley's got his palms in the air.
Yeah, Finley wanted a free play. He's trying to get a hard count and take a shot downfield.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense, number 90. 5-yard penalty. First down.
And he's absolutely right. He should get a free play. It's one of those things. If it's Aaron Rodgers, it gets a guy off.
No question.
Game clock operator, please set the game clock.
No question about that.
Seconds, please.
You know, we're talking about the Rams.
Please.
Ryan Finley had comparisons to Jared Goff. And, of course, Zach Taylor is the former quarterbacks coach of the Rams. Had good success with Goff there and trying to work some magic with Ryan Finley now.
Gotta give Zach Taylor credit. You know, this is it's been a good game plan towards the end of this third quarter. They're in position, up 7 against the team that has had your number for many, many years.
No question, Zach Taylor had his team ready to go tonight. And they'll go to the fourth with a touchdown lead.
So, these are the 4 teams, huh? The disruptors and dynasty builders, the unsinkable and the undaunted. The right to be here isn't given. It's won.
Mavs Lakers on ESPN and ABC.
See yourself.
Welcome back to the mirror.
And know you're not alone. Because this is not just a mirror. It's an unstoppable community.
Come on, Jesse, one more.
It's a race across time zones.
Come on, you two. Let's go.
A gift for the whole family. So join in now and see your best self in the mirror.
When we started our business, we were paying like an arm and a leg for the postage. I remember setting up ShipStation. I think it was just like 1 or 2 clicks. Everything was up and running. I was printing out labels and saving money.
ShipStation saves us so much time. It makes it really easy and seamless. Pick an order, print everything you need, slap the label onto the box, and it's ready to go.
Our cost for shipping, like, we're cut in half, just like that.
ShipStation, the #1 choice of online sellers. Go to shipstation.com/try and get 2 months free.
I've always had a problem with sweaty hands.
My feet were so sweaty. The general sports bra area.
My upper lip and my forehead.
It was just stressful.
It's really been a tremendous struggle.
Like most people, we don't just sweat under the arms. So we created the Carpe line of sweat management products for all over the body.
I haven't had sweaty hands in 2 years since I started using Carpe.
Honestly, just completely changed my life.
Avoid expensive treatments, injections, and prescriptions. Get the solution for your sweat today at mycarpe.com.
Bengals fans, something to cheer about tonight. Enjoying a 17-10 fourth quarter lead. Pretty sure they would have signed up for that before the game started. And here we are.
We talked with Zach Taylor this week, and you mentioned all those close games that they've had this year. It's about finishing in the fourth quarter. You're in position now. You got the ball. You got control of this game, up 7. Now can you make the plays in the fourth quarter to finish it?
1st and 5 to open up the fourth. Giovanni Bernard. No problem there. 9-yard gain for Bernard in the first down.
Well, those are kind of plays that'll get it done for you. You get movement at the point of attack. You get some double teams just going here, right here. Tight end leading up in the hole, and then it just opens up for Bernard, who again tonight is the lead dog. He's not a change of pace back tonight. He's not a third down back tonight. He is the guy who is carrying the load for this football team, and he is answering the bell for Zach Taylor.
And Lewis, he's never been that guy. Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis, Jeremy Hill, always behind Joe Mixon. Yep. Bernard is running the show tonight and running the football. Maybe a yard there.
What's interesting about these Bengals is that they have flipped the script in this game when you compare it to last week against the Dallas Cowboys. They have 3 fumbles, turning the football all over the place. Zach Taylor says as soon as we learn to stop doing that, we'll win games. And a lot of their games were decided because of mistakes like that. Tonight, what's interesting is you turn over the Pittsburgh Steelers, you give your offense short fields, look what happens. You're ahead, 13:49 left in the fourth by 7 points against a team that nobody expected you to be able to beat.
Second and 9. Stay conservative on the ground with Bernard. Now inside the 40-yard line. Can't sit on this lead, though. Way too much time left for the Steelers in that offense.
They've been behind this secondary. They've had the big shots there. And they could have blown this game open if Ryan Finley can put the ball out there and let his receivers go and get it. So by no means, this score could be a lot more. The margin could be much greater. And the same could be said for the Steelers, too.
Huge third down here for Ryan Finley. And a tough time for Gio Bernard to go off the field. He's their third down back. And no Tyler Boyd either.
P-Ryan's in there. Motion him to the left. Finley going to take off and get the first down all by himself.
Great call here. Watch there's P. Ryan. He's going to take the linebacker out, and there is nobody left for the quarterback draw. In the first half, we saw Finley keep it on a couple of zone reads. Just a little bit of mobility with his feet in this game have been very impactful, especially on third down.
Yeah, and they catch Alex Highsmith in a stunt. Then he's running there with Cam Hayward. He's looping back inside. The edge is soft. He finds the soft spot. First down. Real good play call.
P. Ryan finds a crease.
You got to start giving some credit to this offensive line as well. Bobby Hart that time. Quentin Spain coming off on the strong side of that run. I love this. Trey Hopkins, the center, number 66. He's kind of their most consistent player up front, but they are much maligned. They haven't been able to protect the quarterback with the consistency that you want. But tonight, they are starting to come off the football and run it well.
Look, we saw T.J. Watt just whipping tight ends all night long. Not on that play. Drew Sample, one-on-one. Perfect block on the perimeter, which is exactly what sprung that for a big game.
Second and 2. Finley will keep it right up the middle. Ryan Finley having himself a good old time. 23-yard rushing touchdown. Extends the Bengals lead.
Perfectly executed. Watch Alex Highsmith. He's going to chase, and great play call from Zach Taylor. This drive by Zach Taylor, throwing the ball, running the ball at times. The Steelers could not have anticipated the skill set of Ryan Finley running the ball in this game.
Not at all. Minka Fitzpatrick is still sitting there thinking, he really ran that? He really ran that?
Well, and give Finley credit. He's been passed over. He was a draft pick here in the 4th round. Then he didn't play well a year ago in this game against Pittsburgh. They draft Joe Burrow. They get him again, and he pays.
On Muppet Night Football.
Hey sis, grab that gift list. Buy online, pick up same day if you wish. In-store, curbside, whatever your cinch is. Load up all of your gifts without unloading your kids. Don't stress, this is pure bliss. Running errands while keeping your distance. Now relax like a shopping genius. It's the safest way to gift that ever existed.
Buy online, pick up in store, or with contactless curbside pickup. And shop up to 75% off store-wide. We holiday, now at Old Navy and OldNavy.com.
You can watch The Croods at home on your big screen. We call that a window. Make it a Croods family movie night with The Croods, a new age rated PG. Now on demand. Go to watchcroods.com.
Gifts for elves, check. Now just in a dang coupon code.
Hold your reindeer, Santa.
Samuel, what's up?
I got a gift for you. Capital One Shopping instantly searches for available coupon codes and automatically applies them. Just download it to your computer. It's free.
Whoa.
Oh, I have that saved me a bundle.
You have that?
Mm-hmm.
What? So, that get me off your naughty list?
Are you off the naughty words?
Yes.
Oh, I don't think so.
Capital One Shopping. It's kind of genius. What's in your wallet?
I work at Burger King, they get a simple Whopper. They are 2 for $5 this holiday.
Share the joy this holiday with the Whopper and the 2 for $5 deal. Your way better.
Another perfect Saturday?
1, 2, 3,
NFL Saturday is back on NFL Network. First, the Bucs take on the Lions. Then the Dolphins battle the Raiders. Another perfect NFL Saturday.
Back in Cincinnati, and a developing story here with the Bengals scoring a touchdown without the benefit of a turnover from Pittsburgh. And you see the Bengals 24 points tonight. That is the most points they have scored in their last 24 games against the Steelers. I mean, you want to talk about big brother and little brother?
Yeah.
Pittsburgh has owned Cincinnati in a bad way.
Well, and everything pointed to them owning him again tonight. You're on your third-string quarterback. You're 2-10-1, and the Steelers are coming off of 2 demoralizing losses. You got to give credit to Zach Taylor. That last drive was well called, as well called a drive as we've seen in this game. And who would have thought it would be Ryan Finley rushing the ball on the ground?
9-play, 80-yard touchdown drive against the Steelers defense.
In talking to Zach Taylor, too, his influence on this football team as the head coach obviously is not just limited to the offensive side of the football. He has his finger and his pulse on just how close they could potentially be here to getting this program turned around. And if tonight's any indication, he was dead on with that.
And I try to avoid the hyperbole, but this is the Bengals Super Bowl, right? This is their chance to hurt their arch rivals on a Monday night game with the whole country watching, and they showed up and showed out for it.
Yeah, but I think, again, Steve, when he broke down their season for us, and he went through it game by game and scenario by scenario, if you really start looking at it objectively, you go, they're not that far away. They're really not. And they're playing left-handed. They have a lot of people missing. Their franchise quarterback's not playing. And they've got their big brother on the ropes.
11:20 to go in the fourth. Ben's got the football. Benny Snell on the ground in the 30. Let me run this by you guys. We're told James Conner was really close to play tonight. Quad injury. No one on Pittsburgh's side will tell you this, but does the schedule play into the fact they've got the Colts and Browns upcoming, and they figure, you know what, we could probably win this game without Conner running with Benny Snell?
I don't think that's what Mike Tomlin said in his mind. I think, he had a quad injury. This team is in the playoffs. Remember, you want your guys healthy for the playoffs.
And they'll buy Conner another week to rest that quad. But he did play last week against Buffalo.
Just to talk about the Bengals, we talked about them, and on the offensive side, they've had a lot of injuries. Obviously, Mixon and Burrow, and their left tackle, Jonah Williams. But this defense has been fraught with injuries as well. Geno Atkins has been hurt all year. Trey Waynes and DJ Reader, big free agent off-season signings, hardly played at all because of injuries, and trade Carlos Dunlap away, and they're playing tough tonight.
3rd and 6. Then wide open target is Juju Smith-Schuster. Easy first down, and it'll coast out of bounds. Made that one look easy.
This is where,
good for 22.
Yep, this is where Juju lives. This is where he works. Here on the little option route, the little whip route. Come back in, go inside, put on the brakes, whip it back outside, get the ball put on you where you can just catch and run.
That's a bust for Mackenzie Alexander playing over the top there. He had help inside. He needed to stay in outside leverage.
Smith-Schuster's previous 2 catches tonight were for negative yardage. And a fumble earlier. Picks up a big catch there to midfield. Ben trying to slam it in there, and it is Deontay Johnson.
Just continues to answer the bell. He's doing some dirty work now tonight, Deontay Johnson is. He's rising to the challenge. Here, contesting catch situation, defensive back's on your back, pulling at your jersey, using you to launch himself over top of you to try and break up the play, and you're still making the catch. Nice response.
8th catch of the night for Johnson.
He's had his hands in good position all night to catch the football.
2nd and 6. Snell out of the backfield, picks up the first down, lowers the shoulder, and just shy of the 30-yard line. Here come the Steelers, under 9 to go.
Who's the guy who's really setting the physical tone on offense? It's Benny Snell. Every play he finishes, the Bengals secondary and linebackers are going 24 again. I got to go in there against 24 again. No James Conner tonight. Mike Tomlin said he would lean on Benny Snell, and he's leaning on him.
2nd-year player out of Kentucky, so familiar with the area. Roethlisberger, and should have been intercepted. Wow. William Jackson had it until he didn't.
This fooled Ben Roethlisberger. Watch this late safety come out, and there's going to be pressure on Ben, and he's just trying to throw this ball away, but they fooled him. They had a man-beating route. The pressure comes, and he's very lucky that William Jackson didn't make that interception. Boy.
You want to talk about having a sense of urgency versus panic, and William Jackson comes up with that interception. There may be a little bit of panic on the sideline as far as this game is concerned.
Injured player. Again, to that Bengals defensive line. It's Christian Covington. We'll be right back.
To make those rainbows in my mind when I think of you sometime, and I want to spend some time with you. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Building castles in the sky. Just the two of us. You and I.
Looks like we made it.
The 14-team playoff field is now set.
We might have took the long way, but just look at us going.
He caught it! Let's go!
You're still the one I run to, one I belong to. We got it!
Christian Covington able to walk it off. Coach's staff told us he's quietly done a really good job up front. But you're right. They thought they had Lawson and Gino and Carlos Dunlap up front, DJ Reader.
Yeah.
And that defensive line looks nothing like that now. Mike Daniels has stepped in, done a nice job. And Sam Hubbard was a reliable guy. Hubbard, the Cincinnati native. 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger waits for Snell to come out of the backfield. A little bit of dink and dunk, which has really been the story of the passing game for the Steelers this season.
Yeah, they have to dink and dunk right now in this game, because I'm telling you, this matchup between Carl Lawson and Villanueva is not going Villanueva's way. Carl Lawson is really just getting in his chest over and over and over again. And Ben better be aware of number 58.
3rd and 4. Down a couple touchdowns. Ben out to the right to Chase Claypool. First down, into the red zone for Pittsburgh. The gain of 8.
Yeah, you see the corner, Darius Phillips got to respect that speed. Knows Chase can run by him. He's playing a little bit of off coverage. Ben recognizes it. Easy first down completion. That's the benefit of being so big and so strong and so fast for Chase Claypool.
Just the 2nd catch of the night for the impressive rookie out of Notre Dame. Ben to Chase Claypool. Somebody might want to get that football for Ben Roethlisberger.
I think they just did.
Needed 163 passing yards tonight to crack the 60,000 club. Number 7 on that all-time impressive list. Congratulations, Ben Roethlisberger.
That's an unbelievable amount of yards, and what it tells you is how consistent and how tough Ben Roethlisberger has been through the years.
And that's what's really missing virtually all of last season. Knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Margus Hunt got his arms up there, and he goes 6'8". So you get the idea.
We saw Sam Hubbard earlier in this half get his hands up and almost tip the ball for an interception. This time Margus Hunt gets a hand on the football. When you throw the ball quick like that, throw that under route, get those hands up, can't get to the quarterback.
No question. Now you wonder, where does he go here in this situation? Got Juju in the slot.
I'd run it.
It's third and a long one. Go to the running game. Snell going to be caught in the backfield for a loss. And Hunt is there first for the Bengals. A massive stop, loss of 3.
I like the play call. I don't like the execution. They don't get enough push up front. Margus Hunt gets there, and then the secondary, when you make them bounce, give them time to come back and make a tackle for loss.
Time for field goals are long gone. Trailing by 2 touchdowns. 5:45 to go. 4th and 4.
Yeah,
play clock at 6. Roethlisberger with time, throwing, and a flag comes in. Deontay Johnson, the intended target, and William Jackson, who couldn't come up with what could have been the game-sealing interception, I believe will be caught for pass interference.
He had good leverage. He knew the route. He knew what was coming.
Pass interference. Defense, number 22. All these places spot the foul. Automatic. First down.
Looks like he wrapped that right arm around the chest of Deontay Johnson.
And he was sitting on the route there at the goal line. He knew what was coming. You just got to find a way in order to stay in good position and not commit that kind of costly penalty.
Easier said than done. That is very hard to do in that position.
First and goal. Snell into the end zone. Touchdown for the Steelers.
So here's where the situation, right? The analytics game comes in. We had it last week in the Cleveland-Baltimore game. There's the swell around the league of you go for 2 and you're down 14. But Mike Tomlin does not evidently believe in that strategy. He's going to kick the extra point.
Well, these franchises operate so differently when it comes to the numbers.
Yeah.
And Chris Boswell out for the extra point. 5.5 to go. 4th quarter in Cincinnati. The Bengals trying to shock the NFL world, up by 7.
Sometimes we laugh and sometimes we cry, but I guess you know now.
Allen and the Bills, Cam and the Patriots. Monday Night Football on ESPN and ABC.
I need to sell my house. Now, there are a lot of places that claim to know how much it's worth, but they don't really know my house or my neighborhood, and they definitely don't show me all my options. That's where HomeLight comes in. I just answer a few questions, and HomeLight gives me a side-by-side comparison of my options, personalized for my needs. And they'll show me what verified buyers will pay for my house right now. It's easy, and it's free. No matter how you choose to sell your home, selling starts at HomeLight. Get started today at HomeLight.com.
These folks, they don't have time to go to the post office. They have businesses to grow, customers to care for, lives to get home to. They use Stamps.com. Print discounted postage for any letter, any package, anytime, right from your computer. All the amazing services of the post office, only cheaper. Get our special TV offer, a 4-week trial plus postage and a digital scale. Go to Stamps.com/try and never go to the post office again.
Every product from touchofmodern.com makes a strong and permanent impression. An unconventional turntable that turns vinyl vertical. Unbelievable. An intriguing display of our solar system. Unreal. Furniture crafted from pieces of the Golden Gate Bridge. Unmistakable. At touchofmodern.com, prepare to discover a curated collection of the world's most exceptional, distinctive, and indelible products that will stay on your mind until you make them your own. Check us out at touchofmodern.com.
'Tis the holiday season. Steelers were in the given mood in the first half. Handing out some gifts to the Bengals in the form of 3 turnovers, led to 17 Bengals points. And it's 24-17. The Bengals are about to get the football with 5.5 to play. I think young Ryan Finley's going to have to make one more play to win this game for the Bengals. Boswell will boot it away. Brandon Wilson back there for the first time tonight. Touchback out to the 25. As for Finley.
Yeah, he's made some plays in this game. Early on, he made some plays throwing the ball, but he only has 89 yards passing. But this was a big one early to T. Higgins, but it's really become his legs that have become more of a weapon. This was the touchdown pass to Gio Bernard, but his zone read game, Lewis, has been effective for Zach Taylor.
Yeah, give Zach Taylor a lot of credit here, recognizing the situations as far as trying to slow down this pass rush on the perimeter and take advantage of their aggressiveness. And Ryan Finley has said, hey, you know what? I'll take a touchdown. I'll run it in. Great game planning.
On first down and 10. On the ground to Bernard. Edmonds made the stop. It was an emotional week here last week. The Cowboys were in town, but that meant Andy Dalton. And last year, Dalton got benched. Finley came in, and eventually they went back to Dalton. But Finley told us this week that Dalton is one of the best people in the world. We still talk weekly. You know, a bunch of the Bengals were emotional last week seeing Dalton come into town.
A.J. Green, that relationship.
And the Cowboys put it on the Browns 30-7 last week.
Interesting to see what Mike Tomlin, Keith Butler do now. The adjustments. If it was me, I'm selling out on the run. I'm not worried about him throwing the football.
Here's Bernard. Maybe short.
And you got to make the adjustment on the edge. Talk to Alex Highsmith, T.J. Watt on the sideline and say, listen, you have to respect the quarterback keep. And you're going to put a little more pressure on the interior of this defensive line against the running back, but you cannot just let Ryan Finley run free on the edge.
Steelers been trying to get that rushing game going. Finally figured it out tonight. 3rd and 1. Critical play in the ball game. Finley to try to sneak it. Got a push. Let's see where they spot him. Finley goes 6'4", 207, and has the first down. You can't tell if he's smiling or grimacing at the bottom of the pile.
I'll give credit to Quentin Spain right here. 330 pounds. I'd follow him too. It's a little bit of a push, and that was just who wanted it more right there.
Nice job by Gio Bernard coming in and saying, here, let me give you a little bit of an extra push.
Pittsburgh has all 3 timeouts at their disposal.
Anticipate them using it after this play.
More of the ground game for Giovanni Bernard. The clock will wind. Get underneath 3 minutes.
Again, you just sensed the physical nature of the Bengals offensive line that's been beat up just as well and lost a lot of good players who right now at the point of attack are getting stalemates at the very least, if not winning at the point of attack against a very formidable Pittsburgh Steelers front as far as their D linemen are concerned. You have to tip your cap to these guys the way they have tried to capture the line of scrimmage tonight.
Bernard's carried it 22 times for 74 yards. He'll field this game tomorrow. Finley will keep it. Pretty good shot on Finley as well by Tuitt, and Pittsburgh does take a timeout.
It looked like Mike Tomlin was wanting to use 2 timeouts here if they're able to get this stop and the 2-minute warning and leave 1 timeout for his offense. That's why he didn't take that timeout after first down.
Hey, fans, don't forget Christmas Day kicks off 4 straight days of great NFL football, including a Saturday tripleheader, full slate of games for you on Sunday, and, of course, our final regular season game on Monday night. We'll have the AFC East champion Buffalo Bills in Foxborough to take on the Patriots. It's a great time of year. Even how bad 2020 has been, got a chance to go out with a bang, go out on a high note, and can't wait for 2021 to get here.
Talk about going out with a bang. This is an opportunity here for the Bengals to seal this game away. The last time they were in this 3rd down situation, they ran the quarterback draw. See if they have something else cooked up in Zach Taylor's call sheet.
Any chance he throws this ball? 3rd and 3. Finley to try to keep it and get the edge, and he won't get there. Minkah Fitzpatrick, defensive play of the game for the Steelers. Timeout, Pittsburgh.
But there's a reason why this young man right here has really been the guy who has catapulted this defense to a whole nother level. Just watch this, one-on-one plays in space. One-on-one plays. I don't care if that's Ryan Finley or not. That's a hard play to make when you're coming from a high alignment and you're coming downhill like this.
We got to give the credit, right?
Perfect.
Credit to defensive coordinator, too. We talked about the adjustments. We talked about addressing Ryan Finley on the edge. That's a great adjustment by Mike Tomlin and a good play by Fitzpatrick.
And an important punt for Kevin Huber. Ray-Ray McLeod is back at his own 19. Gets it away. The setup for a return. And the signal for the fair catch at the 24. Ben down a touchdown with the football. Earlier, he ascended to an elite club, becoming the 7th player in NFL history with 60,000 career passing yards. Of those players, is that the Duquesne incline? Looks like a little bit. Of those players, only Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, and Ben Roethlisberger also have 2 Super Bowl rings.
Yeah, few have been better in these crunch time situations. 2-minute drill, down a touchdown, than Ben Roethlisberger. And it hasn't been pretty tonight. First half was downright ugly, but there's a chance now to get back in and tie this football game up.
2:17 left in the game. 1 timeout remaining for the Steelers. Ben has all sorts of time. Throwing on the run, sideline, and they're going to say incomplete. Smith-Schuster couldn't bring it down.
And he was looking for Chase Claypool on a shot down the field on a little bit of a corner route. He was double teamed, though. Had to pull it down and had to see if he could make something happen out to his right. They're looking to see if they can get a big shot down the field, because Chase has been close a couple times tonight.
Where is Carl Lawson? That matchup with Lawson on Villanueva. He's got to get some pressure on the quarterback.
2nd and 10, I beg your pardon. 2:09 left. And some miscommunication there with Deontay Johnson. 3rd and 10. 2:04 left.
That time it was Hubbard just coming from his defensive end position. Opposite of Carl Lawson. Gets a good rush on Okorafor, and Ben was just throwing that ball away.
Those inside counter moves have been working for both him and Lawson all night long. Start him upfield, counter inside. You can give them both of these tackles trouble.
Third and 10. Pocket is beautiful for Ben. He loads up and fires. And looking for Chase Claypool. And knocked away by Darius Phillips. And that'll take us down inside 2 minutes.
See, they're trying to get the big shot to Chase Claypool. Darius Phillips making another play.
Hey, man, I appreciate that Rogers rate on my insurance so much. I might let you win today.
Rogers rate? You know State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Really? Is that so? All right. Driver.